Hey guys, LevelCap here, and today we're going to be talking about premium weapon camos. Now, for those of you who bought premium, you initially got 4 weapon camos for the F2000, the PKP, the L96, and the Scar H. You got 1 camo for each, not 4 for each. And then there is a content drop again for premium users that unlock 4 new camos, 1 for each of the same guns again. And those are a bit tricky to unlock, so I'm going to go through some tutorials on how to unlock those as fast as possible. Now, the first and easiest camo unlock to get is the Woodland Oak Camo for the F2000. All you need to do is get 100 kills with the F2000, 50 squad revives, and 25 kills with the M26 mask. These are all relatively straightforward. You can do it pretty fast while playing Team Deathmatch on No Shar Canals, or a rush game where you're moving together with your squad to get those squad revives. This won't take you very long at all. Now here's what the F2000 looks like base, and then we can apply the navy blue digital camo to the gun, and then we can apply the Woodland Oak Camo to the gun. Now if you mix the navy blue digital camo with the new unlocked navy blue digital camo for the US Assault, they kind of mix together. It's a neat looking camo. Could work well on maybe something like Metro, help you blend in a little bit better. And alternatively, the Russians get the Woodland Oak Camo, and if you mix that with the F2000 Woodland Oak Camo, you basically blend together and you look like a mud puddle or a log. Probably good for Caspian border or something of that nature. So the next camo unlock is the Pechneg Tactical Camo, and to get this is actually pretty hard. You need to get 100 kills with the PKP, which is fairly easy. Then you need to get 25 vehicles destroyed with C4. That can take a while. And then you need to get, and this is the worst, 25 kills with the M18 Claymore. So this is how I did it most effectively. At first I thought I would have some fun with the Claymores and put them on the front of my Jeep, drive around and have them detonate and kill the enemy. This actually didn't work out too well. As you can see right there, they detonated, killed me, and not the enemy. Not really sure how the heck that works out. So then I tried basically playing on No Shar Canals Team Deathmatch, and because Claymores in their current state are so crappy, you have to hide, and I basically just hid in that container the whole time while waiting for my Claymore kills. It took about 3 rounds to do, and it's douchey and not fun, but if you want to get your Claymore kills in any sort of timely fashion, that's what you got to do. Next is the 25 vehicle kills with C4. I found the easiest way to do this was just playing on Conquest Large Karg Island, and there's just a lot of places to sneak up on tanks, especially if you're playing US. The Russians' deployment is particularly easy to sneak up on them coming out of their deployment. So that didn't take too long, only a round or 2. So here's what the PKP looks like in its default state. And then we have the first premium camo, which is the Woodland Stripe Camo. And then we have the Tactical Camo, which is more deserty. Now if you'd like to match the gun camos to the respective soldier camos, the Russians get the Woodland Stripe pattern. And I have to say this actually looks pretty cool. You could definitely blend in pretty well on Caspian border, or perhaps some of those upcoming armored kill maps. And then the US gets the Tactical Camo, which is clearly a desert camo, so Operation Firestorm or some of the upcoming desert maps should probably be able to blend in pretty well. Next up is the Digital Woodland Camo for the L96, and this was not an easy camo to get at all. You need to get 100 kills with the L96, 50 MAV spots. That's the easy part. Here's the hard part, a 350 meter headshot with the L96. Now, as far as getting the kills, you can just play Metro on defense or Caspian or any old map. You can really snipe on any map. You can just set down MAVs constantly and you'll eventually rack up your 50 MAV spot assists. It's really not that hard to do. As for getting the 350 meter headshot, I sadly don't have the footage of it, but basically Operation Firestorm or Caspian border is a great place to do it. On Caspian you can sit on top of the tower and just try and get somebody really far away, or on Firestorm you can be a real douchebag and sit up on top of the hill next to the US spawn and try and snipe somebody in the head who's camping for a helicopter. You're definitely going to want the 12 times scope to pull this off. Now here's a look at the L96 with the basic camo. Then there's the L96 with the Airman camo, and then the L96 with the Digital Woodland Camo. Now, if you'd like to match this camo to the respective soldier camos, the US gets the Airman camo, which is sort of a deserty look, probably work well on Operation Firestorm. And then the Russians get the digital Woodland camo. And this one actually looks pretty cool. It looks like it would work well on Caspian border. Clearly, the Russians seem to have a theme going here where they're getting all the greener, naturey camos. And the US seems to be getting more desert-themed camos, with the exception of the Navy digital blue camo for the assault class. Now, last up, we have the Scar H Burket camo, which was honestly, for me, one of the harder camos to get. The easy part is getting 100 kills with the Scar H. One of the requirements is to destroy 5 air vehicles with AT launchers. Now, you could either do this with the Javelin and use lock-ons to get your kills, or you could be a man and use the small and RPG, which is what I did. That part was actually fun. Now, the non-fun part is getting 20 kills with the AT mines. That's actually a lot harder to do than you would think. Sometimes you'll get lucky and pick off a Jeep that's fully loaded with 3 guys, and there's 3 kills for you. But ultimately, if you want to do this in a timely manner and not just throwing mines around the map until you eventually get 20 kills, which will take you forever, I'm not joking, it'll take you months. What you can do, and this is super douchey, but it will make it faster, so you can put AT mines on the hood of your Jeep, drive them around, and as soon as you get out of the Jeep, as long as nobody else is in the Jeep will detonate, explode, killing you, but also anybody around you. So if you bail out next to an enemy, you will get the kill for him, and if you're willing to do this 20 times, you can actually get your 20 AT mine kills in a single game. Alright, so here's the Scar in its basic form with no camos. Then we have the Desert Stripe camo, which is the first camo you unlock. It's pretty cool looking. And then we have the Burket camo, which actually does look kind of cool. It's interesting to see a gun with such a cool green texture to it. Now, matching the camo to the soldier camo, the US gets the Desert Stripe pattern, and it looks pretty cool. I definitely like to use this on Operation Firestorm. And then last and definitely not least, we have the Burket camo for the Russians, and this just looks awesome. Like, I would love to use this setup on Caspian border. It looks like it'd blend in really well. It's a really cool combination of just really making the gun seem seamless with the rest of the uniform. So that's all the premium camos and how to get them. I gotta say, getting them, unlocking them was not fun at all. I really was just cursing Dice's name the whole time because it's just not fun. 25 Claymore kills, terribly boring. 20 AT kills, you know, just the 350 meter headshot, tons of requirements to get these unlocks that really are just going to piss people off. You're not going to be helping out your team. You're not going to be having fun. I'm absolutely 100% positive that nobody at DICE actually went through and did all these unlocks themselves, because if one person over there did that, they would have been like, whoa, this is not fun at all. This is incredibly boring and horrible, and I can't believe we're going to make people do this to get the camos. But alas, if you see this video and you see some of those sexy camo combinations and you just can't resist, then you're going to have to go out there and be a douchebag for a while to get your camo unlocks. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please rate it, and I'll see you guys next time. This is LevelCap, signing off.